What it do? Big O. It is I. You see me? You see me? Yeah, I see you. So what's cracking, y'all? Yeah. What's going on today, huh? How you making out? You doing all right? You know, you kicking? Yeah, you chilling? You got everything on the right? Money straight? You know what I mean? Good. Yeah. How you treating your lady? You sure? She good? Okay. Yeah. Keep that proper. Yeah. I'm back with another story, y'all. A little story about, remember I told y'all about, I got one on evictions, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time we turn around, man, pretty much we was getting evicted, you know, coming up in the side, and these moms, you know, just by herself trying to take care of things, right? So, like I said, I think I remember probably up to about six times we got evicted. And it's just a story with each one, right? You know what I'm saying? The last one was the particular one that, you know, it was last, so it kind of stick with me a little more, but there's others that stick with me. But this one, man, it was a little different, right? Because we was a little older, and when we were younger, was having them, but this was like a little, you know, we was little teenagers, you know what I'm saying, of age, you know, I say about 14, 15, something like that. We had a situation where we had an apartment, right? So, mom's, like I said, she like her drinking, right? So every once in a while she land up in a recovery house or something, you know what I'm saying? So we'd be going to visit her and stuff, you know, just checking her recovery out, you know, waiting for her to get back. But in the meantime, between time, you know what I'm saying, you know, her boys, man, us three, we gotta have a place to live, right? You know, so we homeless because she ain't paying rent or nothing, you know, that's not going down. So basically we just had to get our things right and make do. So on this particular one, yeah, my younger bro, right, you know, he had a little girlfriend, right, and her parents, they had good money and stuff. They was doing good where we was at, right? So they had an extra, like a den, had a pool table and things like that, but it had like sofas surrounding the walls, right? So we'd be like, you know, needing a place to sleep, right, about now, because mom back in recovery, right? So, yeah, need a place to go. Yeah, so they put us up, man, you know, that was cool, they put us up, but you got 3 teenage boys, man, like, you know, teenagers, you know, we got to do things our way, right, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we was being respectful, right, very appreciative because of the situation, and we had to be, you know, and it was our upbringing that you respect your elders and those who do for you. Never look down on anybody, because you might need that same hand to pull you up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, so we camping out for a minute, and then, you know, time stretched on. Couldn't stay there too long, so I had to move to another spot, right? So the next spot was a 72 Buick, mom's 72 Buick. We camped out in there for a couple of weeks. You know, before one of the other homies, his mom picked us up, she had a room. You know, all this time, mom working on herself, you know what I'm saying? And we making do. Man, I don't know, it was like, you know, the light was just shining on us as we was coming up, right? You know, had some sticky situations, man. I'm still here to tell the story. Yeah. My younger brother, his girl's dad knew the owner of McDonald's, 54th and Western, back in the day, right? Although me and my brother, we was underage, but, you know, he was able to pull some strings and get us a gig up in McDonald's. That was my first real paying job. Oh, coming up, we had summer jobs, little summer jobs they was doing out there back in the day. You know, working at churches, cleaning little churches and stuff, and schools, doing some school work. I'll tell y'all all about that. That's another story. But yeah, man, my first little real gig like McDonald's. So McDonald's, man, that was an experience for me. Just getting there was an experience, but anyway. But there, man, I learned so much. you know. There was a lady named Nita there. She was the manager. She was the head manager, and she was one of them sisters, man. One of them sisters didn't play. And I told y'all my uncle, right? He structured us. But Nita, man, Nita was a part of that structuring too. See, like I said, I'm a part of everyone that I've come across, everyone I've talked to and met, everyone I've learned from. Yeah, but Nita was a different lady, man. You know, she ran it. She ran that store. She was a boss's boss. At the time, I had a little time, you know, understanding that. But as time went on, yeah, I respected her. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you clean, you get down all the way. You don't just like reach up under the stove and clean those. You got to get down. You got to get down so you can see up under there all the way to the back. You know, get your tools, get your prep and everything together instead of going back and forth for stuff to clean. Get all the things you're gonna need. Get them together. Move them with you. You know what I'm saying? A certain way to mop. A certain way that you get down when you're mopping. You know, and be thorough. And you know, every job is worth doing. It's a good job to do, you know. I mean, within yourself, have pride in what you do, you know. I mean, these are things that Nita kind of gave to me, man. Nita, you know, shout out. Yeah, a lot of structure, being on time, you know, for work, you know. Do your 8, get on. But while you're there, you know, you gotta follow the rules. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all these things, punctuality, all that kind of stuff, man. She was all about that, like, Doc, right up. This too. You know, 1 o'clock mean 1 o'clock. I mean, before I, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah. Shout out to Nita. But man, and another brother there, right? So we was young, but you know, it must have been the summer because we was able to get there in the morning, right? So yeah, came across this brother. I don't know how McDonald's is now, but I think they got machines and presses and all that. But back then, it was like he was raw at it, right? It was your hands with the meat, right, on the grill. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all Mickey D's out there, some Mickey D people. Start your trade, right? Yeah. So yeah, man, Melvin was just slick. He was just like creased up, his uniform, we had the hats creased, you know, everything just looked G, you know. Even in there, you had an apron on, it was creased, it had creases in it, you know what I'm saying? Everything we had our hair nets on, you know what I'm saying? We made something of it, you know, we made something of working at Mickey D, man. We made it like, you know, some culture up in there, right? But we was just like looking together, you know. So Melvin, man, like, I can't even explain it, man. You know, like, okay, so a Big Mac take 2 pieces of meat, right? So that's 12 pieces of meat, right? So Melvin, I mean, you got to hold 6 patties. They call 10 to 1s. 10 to 1s. That means, you know, the quarter pounders, you know, it take 10 of these to make a quarter pounder. The little ones is 10 to 1s. So yeah, man. So you get on that grill, you got about that much, you know, yay wide, and we lay the meat like click, 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 6 in a row over here, 6 in a row here. You push your button, you know what I'm saying? And you wait for the button to go off and you turn it over. But you gotta sear it. You sear the meat before you turn it over, right? So man, that's what the brother do. So yeah, so he laid the meat like when they show you in the videos, because they had a gang of videos. We used to crack up at the videos. They had this cat named Pete. He was the example, Pete. You know, white cat named Pete, and he was just the example, and we used to just trip off of Pete. We go downstairs at our breaks and lunches and stuff, and you can look at videos like from McDonald University, McU or something like that. So they got videos that you could just go down there and brush up on these things, right? So yeah, we wasn't doing it like Pete, man. We wasn't having that. We put something in it, right? So we take the meat and make it sound like a AK going off, right? Melvin was a G. Down, right? Big quarter pounders or quarter pounders, you could put, I think it was 6 in a row. You know, when you turn, took the meat with the spatula, 2 at a time, right? And you turn, so that's like 3 hits because it's 6, 2, 4, 6. You go bam, 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 right? Sprinkle the salt, put the little onion on top. But we Then you gotta pull it, right? You gotta pull the meat off, put it on the buns, right? Because that Big Mac got those, the triple, right? So when you pull it off, you be like, you take the meat off the grill, you turn, and you just slide your thing from under it and put it on the meat, on the buns, right? The lettuce and all that. So we got it too. Oh, hold up. You could take the tray to the grill because it had this little clip on it. Because the tray got all the bread, and you pulling off the grill, right? So yeah, Melvin was like 3 and 4. The spatula was a 10-to-1. Spatula hold a 10-to-1, but Melvin would fix his fingers some kind of way. I mean, I learned. I had to get that. It was a G, man. Melvin. Anyway, yeah. Just hit four of the breads at a time. So instead of just like Pete wanted us to do that, Pete wanted you to take 2 off. We chopped it down, way down. If you pulling 4 at a time with that, and then just masterfully just landing them on that bed of lettuce and that bread. That's what we did back then, right? When you was hitting it with the mac sauce, because you got to do, 12 and 12, it's 24, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. It was 12 breads. And you get the mac sauce, it's in a tube, and it's got a gun, and it put down a dollop of mac sauce on each bread. We like, Pete wants you to do it like this. The way I learned from Melvin, the OG, you do it like this. Make a dollar sign. Melvin did that. Yeah. So I'll just perfect things when I do them, you know what I'm saying? But Nita, Melvin, there was some other people that worked there, man. Some of the girls at the cash register, they was something else, man. You know what I'm saying? We was a family. Yeah. No matter where you start at, man, just be the best. If you a dog catcher or picking up crap, be the best dog catcher picking up crap. Everything you do, man, just master it, I'm all about that Sun Tzu, the art of war, man. Read up on that. I catch up with y'all, big ol' 80's eye. You see me? I see you.